Hi, I'm Yi Yang. I'm the co-founder of 2 Degrees North Coffee Company. Growing up in the coffee roasting family, I was exposed to the world of coffee from a very young age. Watching how traditional coffee was roasted from start to finish and understanding all the work that goes behind the scenes, I think it definitely provided me with the basic knowledge and fundamentals when I want to start my own coffee line. Like many of my peers, I didn't quite appreciate coffee itself when I was younger. It was only when I started part-timing as a barista during poly, then I come to enjoy the aromas and complexity of flavors in a simple cup of coffee. As I start to appreciate specialty coffee more, that's why I thought that hey, maybe I should start my own coffee roasting line and share the types of flavors that I like with everyone. So one of my early clients from Malaysia, who happens to be a renowned barista there, he enjoyed the coffee that I've been providing him, and he invited me to roast for his competition. And to me, there's nothing to lose back then, and I took a leap of faith and roasted for him, and thankfully he won. And that's where my whole competition roasting journey started, and since then I've joined over 15 competitions. Along the way, I think that one of the skills that I honed that is really important is precision. So how to make micro adjustments to temperature and timing to produce consistent results and optimizing the outcome for each batch of beans. For example, like a natural coffee and a fully washed coffee, so you actually have a very different heat application to roasting these two coffees. And this is something that I learned during competition. To start the roasting process, first we preheat the coffee roaster. Once it reaches its optimal temperature, that's where we load the coffee beans in. First, the drying process begins, where moisture is being drawn out, followed by the Maillard reaction, where the coffee turns brown. Then we listen out for the first crack. Interestingly, through various competitions, it made me realize that there is no one-size-fits-all way of roasting. There are so many factors like density, moisture, color of beans, and coffee from various origins that plays a huge part. And on top of that, you also need to consider how the guest wants to experience their coffee, be it filter, drip, or even a cup of latte. We have two different types of roast profile. The first one would be the espresso roast, where the development time is longer. So this highlights the body and bold flavors and is very suitable for espresso machines. The other one would be the filter roast. So for filter roast, we actually roast it with a slightly shorter development. That's where you highlight the flavor clarity and aromatics. So this coffee is more suitable for hand brews and pour overs. I feel to enjoy specialty coffee, it should be drank at different temperatures. When the coffee is hot, you get the burst of aromatics and flavors. As it cools down, the sweetness and acidity gets livelier and it changes to something different. It's nice to see that the coffee culture has flourished over the recent years, with more and more micro roasters sprouting up in the region. There is also a spike in interest in brewing your own coffee at home and exploring different origins and their flavor profiles. I think for coffee enthusiasts brewing their own coffee at home, one of the most important factors is having a good hand grinder. So a good hand grinder will give you an even particle size, and that would actually ensure a consistent cup day to day. For 2 Degrees North moving forward, I want to continue learning and improving, and hopefully one day we can put Singapore on the map for producing great coffee.